I would like to talk to you about the madness of atheism. I know some while back um, I made a video where I concluded they couldn't answer the question, but I want to reaffirm it with this video because and this is not projecting, okay? No one is projecting. The atheists love to use that word because it would uh, what it does is sort of slightly demonizes an individual to make them believe that they're trying to pass on their screw-ups onto you when that's not the case at all. All right, no one's passing no screw-ups onto you. That's another form of excuse that atheists like to use to avoid to explain their position. And I want to take a jab at this because atheism is complete madness, and I will explain myself further as to why I come to that position. I'm not going to say I conclude, but it will come down as a conclusion as a result because they just don't know what they're talking about. I mean, anyway, I received a comment by a user called Imreason in one of my videos, which was titled "Atheist, where's the proof that atheism is true and correct?" I wanted to find out, if I could, why did they take such a position. But I want to focus on what truly the so-called atheist believes, and because when I read it, I mean, I laughed so bad, and I'm trying to contain myself because I want to demonstrate the insanity and the madness that is atheism. And so he goes on to say, and he starts with a question. Now, I don't know if it's a he or she, or it could be both, because atheism is not just males only. It's it's a tiny French cult of individuals that I just let me just deal with the comment, shall we? I think that will be fair. Okay, so he starts with a question. Where's the proof that atheism is correct? He goes on to follow, and I can just imagine that's the response. You're an idiot! I'm trying, folks. I really am. It's just... Okay, so he goes, you Christians have absolutely no way of logically defending your claims, so now you try to shift the burden of proof on the atheists. Let me help you. Those of us that follow Yahweh, because I'm not a Christian. Okay, I thought I was, but I realized that the followers of Yahweh, the followers of Yeshua, were called Christians by the Gentiles. Okay, Yeshua HaMashiach was not a Christian. The apostles were not Christians, and the folks that found Yeshua's words to be convincing that he came in to fulfill the law, not get done away from the law. He was the ultimate example of how to obey the law. And when he died on the cross, in his passion, he took the handwritten of ordinances, in other words, the punishments that were given to the Hebrews for violating the law, on himself. So that is you become a Hebrew Israelite, in other words. So not a Christian. So that's my explanation on Christianity. I could go further on that, but see, what he's trying to do is because he doesn't have a leg to stand on, he shifts the question onto you, but he words it differently. You see, because there's no evidence whatsoever that atheism is true and correct. None. And this is the only reason, the only position that they can only stand in order to explain explain atheism. It's the only way. He goes on to say, I'll try to answer this. And this is the part where, maybe you've seen Jon Stewart where he makes those faces after hearing something insanely ridiculous. Here it goes. You can't prove atheism. Key word here, folks. Can't. C-A-N''T. Cannot. You can't prove atheism. He goes on to say, all you can do is point out what is wrong with your claim. You see what I'm saying? I'm not making a claim. I never made a claim in the video. I ask a question. Atheist, let me ask the question that I made on the video a couple of years ago. Atheist, where is the proof that atheism is true and correct? And I went on to say, I gave a few details because you vehemently attack the followers of Yahweh and Christians too, because they sort of follow on our line, except they call themselves Christians and I don't call myself a Christian. And you state that I don't believe in God, and the majority states God doesn't exist, because the words of Yahweh convicts you as a criminal in God's eye, as a violator of the Ten Commandments. Okay? And don't get this the wrong way. Many Christians are violators of the Ten Commandments. Alright? Not just you. You just don't want to submit to the authority of Yahweh and Yeshua HaMashiach. That's your position. But get this, get a load of this. Many Christians disobey the Ten Commandments. Alright? But because they, like myself, believe in the words of Yahweh, the old and the new attaches together, completes it with the coming of Yeshua, which he made the example for all of us to follow the Ten Commandments and continue in his footsteps, because he did it perfectly. Okay? And you go on to say that all atheists can do, and that's all they have to do. Atheists don't even have to do anything. It's all up to you to demonstrate the truth of your claim. No, I'm not making any claims. Okay? I ask you a question. Either answer it or don't answer it. The thing is, you inadvertently answer it because you were too emotional. You couldn't control yourself and you blotted out, you can't prove atheism. Meaning you, not me. You. Mr. Imreason. So I wanted to point out the trickery and the absurdity, illogical reason of those that claim to be atheists, which they are not atheists. They were never atheists. Okay? Not today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not ever. It's a total hatred for the true God of this universe, who made the heavens and the earth. Whether you like that or not, I don't care. Okay? I really don't. If you despise that, despise it. Alright? So we know you hate that. Alright? We know that part. Alright? But that doesn't make you an atheist. That makes you a God hater. Now, I don't know if there's a word for that or whatever. The scriptures says they're scoffers, they're fools. That's how we call you. It's not an insult. It's just a description of your behavior. And I just thought it will be necessary to point your non-thinking emotional answer, because I gotta tell you that was priceless. And you, Imreason, you represented 99.9% of all the other atheists out there, whether they're emotional, logical, illogical, haters, whatever. I mean, the definition of and I don't like to use the Western definitions, because it meant something 100 years ago, and now it's a totally different thing today. So it's hard to go by Western definitions. I rather go with the consistencies of ancient civilizations, who said very clearly that atheists are nothing more than fools. They do know God exists. It's just they don't want to submit to the authority. They want to continue in the heathen ways, not in the sinless way of Yeshua Messiah, who demonstrated how to be perfect. Period. So, I appreciate your candor. I appreciate your non-thinking, honest answer. Imreason is the example why atheism is madness.